La Sabanita, hell behind bars. Prisons are meant to be places of punishment and discipline, but in some corners of the world, they are places of horror, chaos, and unimaginable brutality. Few prisons in human history match the fearsome reputation of La Sabanita prison in Venezuela, a place where guards feared to enter, gangs ruled entire wings, and survival was never guaranteed. Tonight, we uncover the terrifying truth behind the most dangerous prison in the world. The prison built to fail, a facility designed for 700 but holding 3,700. La Sabanita prison was built in the 1950s to hold around 700 inmates. But by the 1990s, political corruption, poverty, and crime waves overwhelmed the system. The prison swelled to over 3,700 inmates, packed into crumbling blocks designed for only a fraction of that number. Cells built for 10 people held 50. Showers ran once a week. Food shortages were constant. Medical care was almost non-existent. From the day it opened, La Sabanita was destined for collapse. The rule of the Prans, when prisoners became the government. In most prisons, guards maintain order. In La Sabanita, they stayed outside the cell blocks, too afraid to enter. Inside, absolute power belonged to Prans, inmate gang leaders who ran the prison like warlords. They controlled food distribution, weapons, room assignments, drug trafficking, punishments, death sentences. Prans enforced their own laws, often with machetes, firearms smuggled in by corrupt guards, and squads of loyal followers. In La Sabanita, survival depended on choosing the right side. A day in hell, daily life inside the prison. Sleeping conditions, with beds scarce, most inmates slept on floors, on cardboard, or in filthy hallways. Food, the prison provided only meager rations. Many inmates starved unless they paid Prans for extra food. Violence, fights broke out hourly. Knives and homemade weapons were everywhere. Disease, overcrowding fueled outbreaks of tuberculosis, cholera, and skin infections. There were no rules, only the law of survival. The massacre of 1994, one of the deadliest prison riots ever recorded. On January 3, 1994, La Sabanita erupted into one of the bloodiest prison massacres in modern history. For hours, inmates used improvised flamethrowers, machetes, and firearms. By the time authorities regained control, over 100 prisoners were dead, many burned alive or hacked to pieces. It was a massacre so brutal, the government tried to hide the full death toll, living with pets to stay alive. The strange ecology inside La Sabanita. In this nightmarish environment, some inmates turned to unusual survival tactics. Many raised dogs, cats, and birds in their cells for companionship or protection. Others formed alliances with fellow prisoners based on hometowns, old gang affiliations, or simple necessity. Anything that created human connection could mean the difference between life and death. The fire of 2013, a tragedy that shocked the world. In 2013, a fire broke out inside La Sabanita, fueled by electrical failures and overcrowded conditions. Dozens died from smoke inhalation and burns. Some were trapped behind padlocked gates the guards couldn't unlock in time. The incident sparked nationwide outrage and forced the government to confront the failing prison system. It became the final blow to La Sabanita's already crumbling reputation. The closure of a nightmare. The prison that couldn't be saved. Eventually, the Venezuelan government had no choice. Years of violence, corruption, and international pressure forced them to shut down La Sabanita. In 2013, the prison began a slow process of evacuation. Many inmates were transferred to newly constructed facilities. Others vanished into the chaos of the Venezuelan penal system. But the scars of La Sabanita, physical and emotional, would never fade. Why was it so dangerous? The perfect storm of failure. La Sabanita wasn't just a violent prison. It was a perfect storm created by extreme overcrowding, lack of guard presence, corrupt officials, powerful inmate gangs, insufficient food and medical care, no rehabilitation programs, political instability. The world had seen dangerous prisons before, but few with such complete loss of control. A warning to the world. La Sabanita prison stands as a chilling reminder of what happens when a justice system collapses, when corruption runs unchecked, and when the most vulnerable are abandoned behind bars. It may be closed today, but the lessons it teaches remain important because prisons around the world still face similar conditions. As long as society forgets those it locks away, places like La Sabanita can rise again. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most shocking stories.